All right, children, it is game day, and I'm wearing my Dallas skivvies, and that means that I'm doing another video to bash the much maligned, my much loved Dallas Cowboys. And look at this, I'm wearing a 2016 divisional champion shirt the last time they had a real chance at winning anything. And then Dak Prescott messed that up terribly against the Packers, so should have put Romo in there, just saying. But yeah, so this week we somehow my last video I was very wholeheartedly convinced they were going to lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers. But what I didn't account for, and I should have, is that the Pittsburgh Steelers are retarded. So they didn't even remotely try to run the ball, and that's what you probably should do against a team that can't stop the run. And then instead you had Justin Fields, who thankfully got some fantasy points for me, try to throw the ball competently, and he's so-so on that, so that didn't really work out too great. And Dak Prescott played terribly after a rain delay, and, now everyone's like, oh my God, that fourth quarter comeback. Yeah, he put us in that position for throwing 2 terrible interceptions. So the guy played a terrible game other than that last drive. So I'm not sure why we're really praising that. But anyway, so now we move on to a competent team, the Detroit Lions, who, we'll see if the NFL is rigged, because if the Detroit Lions, who love to run the ball almost every game, somehow, just like the Steelers like to do, and then they also decide to not run the ball for whatever reason, then I'm thinking there's something going on. Just saying. So, we'll see. That's at 4:25 game of the week, and I think it's going to be a bloodbath, just because they love to run the ball with David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, still got Micah Parsons out, still got DeMarcus Lawrence out. Deron Bland is coming back, but at what capacity, not really sure. Probably subject to give up a deep play or two, would be my guess off the play action once they start running it. I don't know that Dallas is going to be able to keep up. It is at home, and it seems like the script has flipped that way. Now they play better on the road than they do at home, so I don't have the highest of hopes. Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I just keep bashing them, and hopefully I improve wrong again, because if they beat the Lions, I'll say, they beat the Lions, there's a chance that they can kind of salvage the season, squeak into the playoffs, maybe get healthy, stay healthy, and then do something, maybe win at least a game, unlike the last, year where they disappointed again. So we'll see. Now, if they lose to the Lions, then it starts, then the wheels could come off, because then you got the Niners next, and I forget who's after that. Might be the Eagles game, but it's going to get rough if they lose to the Lions, because then the Niners run all over them, like they just have their number. So that's not going to be a pretty game, even with all the injuries the Niners have. So knowing our luck, Christian McCaffrey will make his debut against the Cowboys. That's just how that'll go. But, I don't know. Does anyone believe that Dallas Cowboys are the better team against the Lions? I think that's what's weird now. Dallas Cowboys usually on paper are the better team. And now, I honestly don't think so much. When you stack them up against the Lions, I'm like, on paper, I'm pretty sure the Lions at least equal. But with the injuries, then they're, with the Cowboys injuries, I think they're definitely a superior team on the field on a Sunday. But who knows? Maybe Mike McCarthy can pull some coaching magic out of his overinflated booty hole, and we'll get a win, and the season can be saved. But I'm thinking 200 yards rushing, much like the Ravens did to us, and maybe like a touchdown loss. We'll see. Either way, because of injuries, I'm forced to play Jameis Winston in my fantasy. Not Jameis Winston, Jesus Christ. Jamison Williams on fantasy. So we're hoping, at least if we're going to lose, throw a 90-yard bomb to Jamison Williams. Get me some fantasy points along the way. But until next week, when we play, I think, the Niners, we are on to the next loss.